Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Keys to Crypto. But before we get started, this is not financial advice. Do your own research, and please, folks, never ever risk no more than what you're willing to lose. So let's just jump right into this video. I'm not going to waste a whole lot of time about where I'm going with this, but I'm going to talk about a project that I've talked about before on this channel. It's called Zbcn or Zbcn. Now, why am I doing another one of these videos? Well, I was one of the first influencers to actually talk about this particular project and got tons and tons of views, and continue every time I put out a video about it, get tons more video views. So it's not just about the views, but it's about the project itself, because I'm going to get the views regardless. Here's the thing is, this project has been in talks with XLM. Now, why this is important is Zbcn has to do with the payroll aspect. XLM has to do with more private to private exchange, meaning if I have XLM, I can transact with you and send you the XLM. Now, here's the important part is, this is where I believe that where it comes to in the real world utility case uses, especially with a lot of these businesses, because there's also another thing that Zbcn actually did get in partnership with. Actually, two I'm going to talk about. They got in partnership with XRP. Now, why is this important? Is, see, XRP has to do with the global, how banks transact internationally. It's more an international thing, how banks move money. XLM, as I just explained, is more person to person or people to people transaction. And it's important to know the difference on those two, and why you should probably be holding both. And Zbcn, why you should be holding it, because a lot of these companies are going to be using this. And here's one that they're actually talking to be in partnerships with. Zbcn is talking to be in partnership with Walmart. And why this is huge is, Walmart is the world's largest retailer, at least here in the United States, and maybe in the world. So what does that say about this particular project if Walmart is trying to get in partnership? And it doesn't even include the fact that Zbcn has gotten into partnerships with a lot of these professional sports teams and a lot of other stuff. So this is where crypto meets the real world, and it's going to be done through platforms or payroll or payment systems like Zbcn. You watch what I'm telling you, folks. This is a beautiful part of why you come to this channel, because I give a breakdown of how it's actually going to work. Now, here's the important part is, Walmart is also in partnership with VeChain. Now, I've talked about this on the channel as well back when I first started the channel. And this is ultimately, I could see people literally that work with Walmart have an option, and I believe this is what is going to happen with a lot of these companies, especially with crypto. You are going to have an option how you get paid out, whether it's in cryptocurrency, whether it's in USDC, US dollar, whatever it may be. And it's going to be networks like this, sorry about that, that is going to help transact how you get paid, because Zbcn is a payroll system. So this is why I talk about these projects, why you should be bullish on them and probably be in them. Not financial advice, do your own research, by the way. But it's due to the fact is, I break down how it's actually going to transact and work. And this is very important because, as I've explained on some other videos a month or two back, of how in the next 12 to 24 months, crypto is going to be accepted by 3/4 of the businesses here in the United States. I don't know about in the world, but in the United States, meaning for every 4 businesses you go, 3 are going to transact in some shape, form, or fashion of crypto. This is why you should be bullish in crypto. This is why you're still early to crypto, but the time is getting shorter and shorter and shorter to be invested in the right projects. But anyway, folks, continue to like, share, and subscribe. Hit me up with any questions you have. If there's anything else you want me to discuss. Be safe out there. Good luck investing, and we'll see you in the next videos.